Battery energy drink keeps you going.
Hey, this is Sian from the Metalheadz, and I'm here with Arceye at Hammerfest. How's it going, guys?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. For our viewers that don't know you, can you explain the band?
Yes, we are a heavy metal band called Arceye. From Shrewsbury in Shropshire.
That's with the accent.
Yeah. Someone came up to me yesterday and were like, God, you're Welsh. Well, I'm not Welsh. I'm proper, proper modern. Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, Mr. Craig, I speak well. Yeah. No, yeah. And we play kick-ass music with a touch of awesome, a side serving of, oh my God, that was fucking amazing, and a sprinkle of, why the fuck aren't these guys Metallica size? That's all I'm saying.
And who are your main influences?
Lots of prog bands like Dream Theater, Opeth, and then lots of old school thrash bands like Metallica, Megadeth, plus lots of new bands like Lamb of God, stuff like that. Just whatever's going, really. Just
Your debut album, The Divide Between Chaos and Order, was released back in 2009. How's the writing going?
Yeah, really well. We're in the process of writing for the new album. Obviously, we've got about 7 songs which are, halfway through sort of being written. I think that we've got a few 3/4 away. But when we come to write as a unit, we don't write to be become something. We write for what the song is. So I mean, that's why we've got so many songs in sort of half of these songs might not even make it, but it's a case that Craig will come with an idea, Luke and Dave will come with an idea, we all learn it, we jam it. If it doesn't work with a certain song, it doesn't matter, because again, that's going to become a new song, because we're not pushing to become something because people want us to do. We are, I know it sounds so cheesy, but we're playing from just for the fun of it, and people seem to. We played a new song when we played yesterday, and it just went down the storm from the people who, who've known us for years. They've gone, man, the new stuff is just again above what you played, and people who heard us for the first time, there's a lot of people. We flyed the place, got everyone in the pub, completely packed it out. Just had an awesome set, because we're always really critical with ourselves about our performance, aren't we? And yesterday we all come off and said, yeah, that was good. We all thought it was awesome. So yeah, people who I think we've won a few fans this weekend, and if that's the case, they all love the new stuff. So yeah, new album, boom, definitely.
It was your first time playing Hammerfest yesterday. How did it go?
Yeah, I played before. Arceyes, yeah. I played with my old band, the Hollow Earth Theory, but yeah, it was great. I mean, you can never tell how they're going to go. You try and sort of build up as much of a sort of buzz as possible, but when it comes to the crunch, is it going to go well? There's always a very sort of tight changeover, and half the time you can't quite get the sound right or get the equipment set up right, and sometimes that affects the performance. But I think on the whole we played well, and I think that the crowd seemed to warm to us, so yeah, good stuff.
You were on the cover album for Terrorizer and Metal Hammer. How did that make you feel? Yeah,
awesome. It's always a privilege to have that to offered to us. They've been so supportive. Metal Hammer put us on the front cover of the CD alongside the new Devil Driver, Turasas, other band songs. We at the same time we released a music video, and that has also I've lost my train of thought. Roll with me on this. That has also been awesome. Yeah, they've been really supportive, and since then we got confirmed for Hammerfest at the same time, so we've been in the public eye with them. So yeah, it's an honour,
Yeah.
Yep.
And you did close the New Blood stage at Bloodstock. How did it compare to Hammerfest?
Bloodstock is an absolutely awesome festival, and the organisation that goes into that. I mean, I think Hammerfest are getting onto that board, but the guys that are behind Bloodstock, they really support up and coming bands. We got put on because of they made the effort to come out and watch the bands and go, yes, you're a good band. I don't care if you've got 1 fan or 20 million MySpace fans, you are a good band, we'll put you on. We put it on, and it just happened that we closed, but no, I mean, Hammerfest again, it was a little bit more like we had to go through the rigmarole of sort of applying to be played, but I think people are starting to support younger bands, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, in the next 10, 20 years, what bands are still going to be going? You know, it's going to be, you need this younger generation. So yeah, both festivals, I think we played well. I had a good time. You know, yeah. So Bloodstock, I hold in very high regard. Yeah. But Hammerfest is obviously picking up the mark they're putting on the bands, yeah. So.
You recently released a video for your song Time and Tide. Can you tell us about it?
So what was that? Released a video for Time and Tide?
Yeah, can you tell us about it, Chris? I can't do about it.
Yes. I mean, that was the first video off the last album. And although we're sort of starting to write now for the new album, we wanted to sort of not just be one of those bands that disappears for a year and then comes back. So hence the reason why we're still doing sort of a few gigs here and there. And with that, we thought we'd do a video. Came out well. We seem to have a good response from that. So again, it just sort of ticks us over really while we're sort of in the writing process for the new album.
And what's happening after Hammerfest?
Writing, yeah. I mean, like, if the gigs come, like, you know, some more profile ones, we'll definitely play them. But at the moment, we are completely teeth sunk into writing this new album. So I don't know, summertime maybe we're going to have some first drafts, and then obviously we're going to apply for labels because we're still unsigned at the moment. Try and get it released. If not, like you said before, maybe the end of the year we're going to have something which is going to be available for people. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Don't quote me on that.
And if you could tour with any band in the world, who would it be?
Metallica.
Yeah, they could support us.
Cool. And what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on stage?
On stage? Yeah. Dave's going to tell you a story. Hey, this is Dave, our guitarist. Come on. He doesn't like being in front of camera.
Hello.
Hello. What did
we played a gig in Aberystwyth, and someone didn't like us and they chucked a chair at us.
Yeah. And you can go now. Dave.
So does that...
It's fucking Luke.
So does that follow on from your most brutal injury on the stage as well?
No, man, it was that it hit me pad side first. No, like it sounds bad. We weren't that bad that, you know, people were like, God, these guys shit. We were playing in like a pub venue, and there was the locals there who just were like, turn off the music. We want a nice beer. And like they were rough as fuck, man. Like there's loads of people there really enjoyed us, but they went, oh yeah, we don't like you. So when we walk out, I'm gonna flick a bar stool at you. And it hit me pad side, and then he looked a dick, and I just went, whoa. But yeah, that was our most brutal injury.
What was your most embarrassing CD in your collection?
Craig has got some crackers, man. Like, I haven't got much embarrassing. I don't know what he's got. He's got an iPod full of like lady.
Some George Michael.
He's got George Michael.
How about yourself?
I got George Michael too. No, I don't. But I don't.
Any from the past?
And from the past?
Yeah, as you growing up?
I grew up listening to Spice Girls, like, so whoa. I didn't really.
And you're stranded on a desert island, and you've got no food. Which band member would you eat first?
I don't know, man. Luke's too skinny. Dave's too... I'd eat Craig, man.
Why that part?
Yeah. It's quite lean.
Ignore it. They can't say.
Yeah, quite lean.
Quite lean.
What do you think? I mean, when you eat a steak, you don't eat a fat steak, do you? You eat
I wouldn't eat either.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny.
Well, yeah, I'd eat myself.
I'd say he's gonna
He's used to eating himself every night.
And tell us something that you've never told anyone in an interview before.
Yesterday, I got that drunk that I pissed my pants. I didn't really.
But you did make a point.
You were quite drunk last night, so go on.
Yeah, totally. I embarrassed this young lady. She was doing an interview to camera. I showed up like going, how's it going? I know you. And then, yeah, things happen. I spilled my beer, I drank it off the floor. You know this, so...
I do know this.
Maybe we can edit that in with some footage from last night. Maybe to chop that.
Maybe we can. There is footage available. And finally, is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers?
Arceye, is your future.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.